Hey guys, what is up? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the Bink Sports YouTube channel. What I'm bringing you guys today is my top 32 quarterbacks going into the 2015 NFL season. Strictly, the rankings will be based on what I think these quarterbacks will do for fantasy point production. So I'm going to hop right into it. I'm going to break it down into 3 tiers basically, then further into 2 tiers of who you should have on your team and who you should not. Starting at 1, Aaron Rodgers, and 2, Andrew Luck. Those two are the top 2 guys. They are going early in all of the drafts based on, what they've been able to do, the weapons around them, everything like that. They are both dynamic quarterbacks and are easily the top 2 going into the season. At 3, we got Big Ben. 4, Peyton Manning, and 5, Russell Wilson. I like Big Ben, trying to not be biased. He did lead the NFL in passing yards last year, tied with Drew Brees, but still led the league. So I think he's set for another big year. Peyton Manning, you can't never bet on the guy, you can't ever bet against the guy. He is always going to put up numbers no matter how old he gets, and I still think he's a top 5, top 10 quarterback at the least. Russell Wilson is a winner. He goes out there one game, he'll throw for 250. Next game, he'll run for 150. He does whatever the team needs him to do to win, and he's really, poised for another big year in Seattle. My 6 to 10 quarterbacks, I got Drew Brees at 6. 7, I got Tom Brady. 8, Ryan Tannehill. 9, Matt Ryan. And 10, Cam Newton. I really think Brees and Brady, again, kind of like Peyton, are top 10 quarterbacks at the least. They are going to go out there and put up numbers, maybe not with their legs, obviously, but, they are going to throw for 4,000 yards as long as they don't get hurt. I'm really high on Ryan Tannehill and Cam Newton. I think Tannehill, especially in Miami, with Jarvis Landry, Lamar Miller, Jordan Cameron, Greg Jennings, Devontae Parker, all those guys around him, they may not be big names, but you're definitely going to hear about them by the end of the year, and I think the Dolphins are at least an AFC wildcard team. Cam Newton might not have Kelvin Benjamin, but I still like what he can bring to the table with his legs. I really like what he has to offer, and he has a great arm too. So I still think he's a top 10 quarterback. And Matt Ryan, I put him in the top 10 kind of reluctantly, but I still think he's going to put up big numbers in Atlanta, especially with Julio Jones and Roddy White, if both of them can stay healthy for a full year. My second tier is the 11 to 20 guys. At 11, I got Tony Romo. 12, Phillip Rivers. 13, Matt Stafford. 14 is Eli Manning. 15, Colin Kaepernick. 16 is Joe Flacco. 17 is Sam Bradford. 18 is Jay Cutler. 19, Jameis Winston. And 20, Carson Palmer. The first 5 guys, Romo, Rivers, Stafford, and Eli, can all be good starters if you want to wait. They're probably in the 10 to 12th rounds. They've been going kind of late for quarterbacks. If you go running back, wide receiver heavy in the first couple rounds, you can definitely wait and grab those guys later on, and they could all be, good starters. They might not be, top 10 guys, but they could all be. You never know what happens in the NFL. Anything's possible. But if you want to wait, I say those are 4 guys you can wait for later on in the draft, especially, Eli with OBJ, Victor Cruz, Ruben Randle, and Shane Vereen all around him. I think he's going to throw for a lot of yards this year. Kaepernick, Flacco, and Bradford, they're all question marks to me. Bradford in the new system, although Chip Kelly has never really had a great quarterback, if he can stay healthy, I think, as much as I hate the Eagles, that he can do big things with that offense. I hate the Ravens too. I hate to say this, but, Flacco can throw. He's got a great arm. He knows how to throw the deep ball. Maybe not with Torrey Smith. I guess Brashad Perriman's going to have to fill in for him, but Flacco can put up numbers, and same with Kaepernick. The dude's got an absolute cannon. He was drafted as a baseball pitcher. Let's be real. He's got a great arm, and he runs like a gazelle out there. He's got those long legs. So I really like Kaepernick, and I think he can put up big numbers, even if it's basically just him on that team. Cutler, he's another question mark, and Carson Palmer's a question mark to me too, but I think they're at least backups in fantasy. They are fantasy viable to me. They can, if somebody gets hurt that you drafted earlier on, you can pick them up in the late rounds and have them fill in. But I'm really high on Jameis Winston. I took him in the 15th round, I think, in my league, because I drafted Tom Brady in about the 8th. So I wanted to make sure, if Brady is actually suspended, I had someone I could rely on. And I think Jameis, with Mike Evans and Vincent Jackson, he can really put up big numbers if he utilizes his weapons. For my last 12 quarterbacks, these are kind of the guys I wouldn't suggest drafting right away. They can stay on the waiver wire in your league, and you can pick them up later on if someone gets hurt. They're probably all going to be around on the waiver wire. So at 21, I have Andy Dalton. 22 is Teddy Bridgewater. 23, I had RG3, but now with Kirk Cousins starting, I guess I'd put Kurt there. I don't know. That might change things up a little bit. 24 is Derek Carr. 25 is Nick Foles. 26 is Blake Bortles. 27 is Marcus Mariota. 28 is Alex Smith. 29 is Johnny Football. 30, Tyrod Taylor. 31, Brian Hoyer. And 32 is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Aside from Teddy Bridgewater, Mariota, Derek Carr, and Blake Bortles, I really would suggest staying away from these guys unless it's an emergency situation and you absolutely need someone. But, they're there. You got to rank them. So those are the guys I would probably stay away from if I could help it. But the two guys for sure, let's say in my situation, if something happened to Jameis or he's not playing well and Brady's still suspended, I would probably go after either Derek Carr or Teddy Bridgewater. I think Derek Carr is going to have a good year in Oakland, even if the team doesn't do that well. And a lot of people are high on Teddy Bridgewater, so I'm hoping for big things out of him in Minnesota. But that's it from me, guys. I hope you guys liked this rankings video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Please let me know if there's anything else you want to see from me. And that's all I got for you today. Take care. Have a fantastic day.